fifth grade. We're going to go ahead and go down to no talking.
Welcome. Thank you, Taiwan visitors, for coming to Claymont to experience America in our great school. We really appreciate you coming, and we hope you have a great time here at Claymont. Everyone, please rise as we listen to each of our anthems and honor one another.
No, your people are fine. It's fine.
Taiwan and America. Thank you, Taiwan visitors, for being here with us today. We are so glad you're here. Claymont has been excited for your arrival this year. There are many things different between our cultures that I would like to share with everyone. Our cultures are similar too. We both like the same sports and playing the same instruments. For example, volleyball, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, plus many more sports. Claymont kids play the violin, cello, viola, and bass. When I researched, I found that we may like different foods. People who live in America may eat foods like pizza, cheeseburgers, french fries, chicken fingers, hot dogs, and pasta. People who live in Taiwan may like foods like fish, stinky tofu, bubble tea, and desserts that are far less sweetened with sugar than ours. One thing we certainly have in common is McDonald's. However, McDonald's in Taiwan serves salmon. Ours in America do not. Also, students in Taiwan eat lunch in our classrooms. Unlike students in Claymont, we eat in our cafeterias. And a lot of kids bring their own food to school. As you can see, our cultures are very different and also the same. One thing's for sure, a smile is a smile and a hug is a hug.
We would like to show Claymont what our pictures from when 4 Claymont staff members visited your school last December.
So here you can see some of the schools represented with our group this year. Also, we included a few more pictures from our trip when we went last December. As you know, 4 staff members visited the very place that our students are from this year. This is Weeman Elementary. We were so very lucky to be there for their field day. And our field day at Claymont looks a whole lot different than the one that we visited in Taiwan. But here's the principal on the far right side of the picture, honoring us and welcoming us at their field day. Also, they had headbands that we wore that day in honor of our nation's colors, and the flags were there honoring us as well. And you can see all the children wear a uniform at this school. And they were also lined up in rows based on their classrooms. And here they were performing a dance, a choreographed production that they did during their field day. And they had a couple student leaders at the front leading that. Also, some of the classes had themes for the class for the field day. So you can see these 2 classes made masks that represented who they were individually and then as a classroom unit. And we also got to participate in their relay race. So here is Miss Pisar ready to go. And Mrs. Hartman receiving her sash and baton. And off we went around the track, so we were able to participate with everyone there that day.
We would like to show you just how far our visitors from Taiwan have traveled to be with us today. You can see that it is a very long journey. The distance between Taiwan and America is about 7,800 miles away from each other.
Now it is time to share with our friends from Taiwan a little bit about Claymont and America. I have written a poem and a little piece about what Claymont means to me. I hope you enjoy it. America, America, you make me rejoice. America, America, you gave me a voice. America, America, the home of the free. America, America, you mean so much to me. What Claymont means to me. Claymont is an amazing school. I love everything and everyone in it. Everybody is so positive and happy. One of my favorite events that we do every year is Hats On Day. I love it because I get to see new, unique, and fun hats. I also like it because we are helping kids with cancer and we get to bring in donations. I always feel really proud whenever I give money to kids in need. Another favorite of Claymont kids in the solar eclipse is the solar eclipse. Everyone in the school got special glasses and we got to go outside and watch the eclipse together. It was a beautiful and a once-in-a-lifetime experience I had with my friends. Whenever somebody says Claymont, I automatically think of kindness. I believe I think this because whenever I am at school, I always see someone helping others. It always makes me smile when I see kindness, especially at school. I can't even explain how thankful I am to go to Claymont Elementary. Thank you.
Let's extend a warm welcome to our storyteller, Owen.
Hi everyone, my name is Owen and I hope that you love my story. Everyone believes that they know the story of 3 little pigs, but in fact they don't, because nobody has heard my side of it. I'm Owen Wolf. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf things got started, but it was all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. Let me tell you more. Way back in once upon a time, I was making a cake. I had a terrible cold. I was sneezing very hard. I ran out of sugar, so I went down the street and asked my neighbor, Little Pig, for sugar. He built his house out of nothing but straw. I go, Little Pig, are you in? No answer. I saw my nose start to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I puffed, I huffed, and I let out a huge sneeze. I couldn't believe my eyes. The whole straw house fell down, and right in the middle of the straw was little pig, dead as a doornail. I panicked, so I quickly ran to his brother's house. Were they? I quickly ran to his brother's house. Just when I was about to knock on the door, I felt a sneeze coming on again. I couldn't help it, so I puffed, I huffed, and I let out another huge sneeze. I couldn't believe my eyes. The whole wooden house completely collapsed on the second pig. He was flat as bacon. I can't help it. You can do it. Feeling nervous and helpless, I rushed to the next house where their big brother lived. His house was built of bricks. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? Something bad happened to your brothers. No matter, he was dancing to the heavy metal music. No matter how hard I tapped the window, he just couldn't hear me. So I decided to climb down the chimney to tell him. I squeezed myself into the chimney and slowly slid down. Suddenly, I lost my balance, fell down, and fainted. When I came to my life, I was in jail. I was accused of killing the two pigs. After a long 20 years in jail, here I am, an innocent wolf. It was all a big misunderstanding, honestly, but I guess I'll never be able to kill myself. Thank you.
Please extend a warm welcome to Gino from Washington Elementary School to perform a story.
Hello, my name is Gina, and I'm from Taiwan, and I'm from Washington Bilingual Elementary School. And today I will tell you a story about the Nian. A long time ago, there was a little village, but until Chinese New Year, the Nian will come and step into the village. But this year, the Ding lady will stay at his village. As that night, there was an old man that knocks on the door and asks for some dumplings. So the Ding lady opened the door and the old man said, I am hungry. May I have some dumplings? The Ding lady said yes. So the Ding lady lets the old man and eat some dumplings. And the old man asked, why is people not in their homes? Because the Nian is coming. I can help you, said the old man. I just need some red paper and red clothes. Also some flowers. Until the Nian comes, they put red paper on the door and they put on a red clothes, and the Nian comes. The red paper burns his eye and the fireworks let the Nian ear hurts a lot. After the people come back from the mountain, the Ding lady tells everyone how to gets Neil away from the village. The end. Please welcome our friend Jessie, who is ready to perform a song from her Aboriginal tribe, Butter. Miss Annie would like to tell us more about the region of Taiwan Jessie is from.
Today, we're very honored to have this opportunity to introduce Jessie as a very special traditional Aboriginal student to present their traditional tribe sing and dance, which is even very special and unique to me as a Taiwanese. So where Jessie's hometown is located in the central Taiwan. That's the only place where the ocean is not surrounded, but a lot of high mountains, as you can see from the pictures. So that's a very beautiful scenery. The population in the school is only 80 students in this elementary school. So they're all very blessed. And then, so today, Jessie, her tribe, she's from Bunong tribe. So as you can see, she has put on her traditional, very beautiful handmade costumes and to sing this, their traditional sing and dance. And we hope you like it. Thank you.
Having some technical
across the globe, there are things that make us unique and things that make us different from one another. To dig deeper, we interviewed Claymont teachers, Mrs. Avner and Mrs. Whitener. Take a listen to discover how our differences can be unique and unite us as one, all at the same time.
Please tell us who you are and what grade you teach.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Avnor, and I teach grade 3 here at Claymont.
Okay. Where are all the places you have lived in, and how does that shape you as a person?
I've lived in 2 main places, in 2 different countries, both in Israel and America. I was born in America, in Boston, Massachusetts, and then I also lived in Israel for 14 years. In Israel, I lived in Tel Aviv, which is the center of Israel. And in America, I've lived in about 8 different states and had the opportunity to teach in most of those states. Living in a lot of different places has given me a really different perspectives on life and have helped me to understand cultures and people a lot differently.
How are schools different here and there?
So schools are very different in Israel. First of all, you go to school 6 days a week and not 5 days a week. Elementary schools get out at 1 o'clock during the day. And what happens at 1 o'clock is that's when you have your hot meal in Israel. Also in schools, students, after every lesson they go outside for a break. So they have a lesson and then have a break, a lesson and then a break. And they go out onto the playground by themselves without a teacher. And what's also very different in Israel is that the food that they eat. So for breakfast, they usually have cereal, or a typical Israeli breakfast is salad and lots of different cheeses. For lunch, they'll have a hot meal. Their favorite meal is called schnitzel, where they have a piece of chicken and they fry it in breadcrumbs, and they also love chips, which here it's called French fries, but there they call it chips, and also salad. And then dinner, they'll have maybe a sandwich or an egg, and that's the big difference there.
How do you use those experiences every day at Claymont?
So I think it's very important for students to understand the world around them. So I try to connect my students globally throughout the year. I do this by Skyping with other classes around the world. We also do culture boxes where we exchange things that are important to us in St. Louis with another culture. And we're still waiting for a box from Alaska to come in to find out what's important to them in Alaska. It really gives my students a different perspective, and it lets them understand that students all around the world have a lot of similarities and yet have a lot of differences.
Okay. Tell us who you are and what grade you teach.
I'm Jennifer Whitener, and I teach first grade here at Claymont.
Okay. Tell us about your children. Where were they born, and how did you get them to St. Louis?
My children are Grace and Will, and they were born in Guatemala, and my husband and I traveled there 2 separate times to bring them home when they were little babies.
Has it been hard to parent children from a different race than yours, and what are some of the struggles and advantages?
Being a parent of children who don't look like me has been a wonderful learning experience. It's really taught me how to speak up for the rights of others and make sure that people are treated fairly when, around me. I've also learned that people of color have many different challenges and struggles that people with white skin don't have. Some things that have been difficult, I guess you said struggles. My family sometimes is treated differently than other families, or maybe just looked at differently than other families are because we don't look like them. But an advantage is I've met many people who've adopted children from many different countries, and we've been able to connect and get to know things about our children and experiences that I wouldn't have had if I didn't have Grace and Will.
How do your experiences with your own children affect how you teach kids at Claymont?
I try very hard every year to get my students to understand that if we were all the same and we all looked alike and we all did the same things and lived in the same places, that it would just be a really boring place. We wouldn't have near as much fun and we wouldn't learn as many things. I encourage my kids to learn about other cultures, and I bring books into the room and with different kinds of characters, different characters of color, so that they can experience different types of reading, and I also just want people to understand, my kids to understand, that all the things that make us different from one another is actually the cool stuff and the stuff that makes us most interesting and the things that we can learn the most about each other.
We are very lucky that our friends from Taiwan are here this week. I hope that we can have shared experiences which will connect us all.
Next, we have a few questions we would like to ask some of our Taiwan friends. Let's be on the lookout for ways who are unique and ways who are the same. It's time to go with Connect Live.
Hi, I'm Jack.
And I'm Caitlin.
And we're the panel. Today we are interviewing 3 friends from Claymont who are in 1st, 3rd, and 5th grade, along with 3 kids from Taiwan. Please welcome our Claymont friends. Lulu, our 1st grader. Joe, our 3rd grader. And Shira, our 5th grader. And now for our Taiwan kids. Please welcome for panel 1 please welcome Hannah. For group 2, please welcome Mark. And for group 3, please welcome Leonardo. Let's begin. Hi, Lulu. What does your family do on a typical evening in your house?
I come home from school and then we say hi to my sisters and then my grandma, and then we play with our toys.
Thank you. Hannah, what does your family do on a typical evening in your house?
When I go home, we eat dinner, then after dinner, we went and watched some TV shows.
Thank you.
Hi, Joe. Do you play any sports or an instrument? If so, which one?
I have been playing golf since I was 5 years old.
Hi. Do you play any sports or an instrument? If so, which one?
I played cello when I was 2nd grade.
Hi, Shara. What is your favorite food?
I like White Castle's cheeseburgers.
And when do you usually get White Castle's cheeseburgers?
Whenever I feel like it.
Hi, Leonardo. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is watermelon.
And why do you like watermelon?
Because it's
Very sweet and very juicy.
Thank you.
Hi Lulu. What is your favorite activity in St. Louis?
I like to go to the Science Center because it's not like there's only one thing you can do. It's like lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things you can do.
Hi. What is your favorite activity in Taiwan?
In Taiwan, my favorite activity is to go shopping with my family.
Hi Joe, what is your favorite subject in school and why?
I like writing because you can take people to different places in the state of mind.
Thank you. Hi Mark, what is your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject is computer because my teacher is very funny and I like computers.
Thank you.
Hi Shira. If you could own any pet, what would it be?
I would have a German Shepherd because they're really loyal and fun.
If you could own any pet, what would it be?
A dog.
Hi Lulu, what do you like to do for fun with your family on the weekend?
I like to go out to eat or eat ice cream.
Okay, thank you. Hi Hannah, what do you like to do for fun with your family on the weekend?
We like to go to stores and look for more clothes, and we like to go to restaurants.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in with us in our 6th year sprints. We hope you learned more about the difference between our Claymont friends and our Taiwan friends. Interviewers out. When the Claymont staff visited Taiwan, the Yi Elementary School presented them with gifts. Here is a picture that was captured when Claymont was welcomed at the Yi Elementary School. Today is our turn to return the favor. We would like to present our Taiwan friends with a gift. This week we will be honoring Taiwan, and we want you to remember us in a different and original way. As a sign of our appreciation, we are giving you this book about Claymont. We try to incorporate all the best things about it here, like special places, people, and events. We hope you enjoy your time at Claymont and you have fun.
Thank you for welcoming us.
We want to say that you're from the
So this will be the costume that where Jesse's tribe is from men to put on some special or important holidays or events to show their masculine or to present their tribe. So it's a very honored costume to put on. So we hope Dr. Wills will enjoy it. Thank you again.
This concludes our assembly. I hope you have learned how globally connected Claymont really is. And we owe a huge thank you to our Claymont Live crew for broadcasting today. Thank you for coming.
All right, thank you everybody. And from backstage, it sounded like a very nice audience. I appreciate your listening skills and being so respectful.